You know why we are doing the breaks this week? Because last week, the books, I don't think you guys get it. The perspective. Because several students I asked, did you watch the video? They said, okay, I watched the video. Yes, I watched the video. Then when they're drawing it, I'm like, no, you watch the video, but you don't understand the video, or you didn't really pay attention to the video. So the 3 books, remember what you did? And you don't get it, how to draw the perspective. You didn't do it, right? So this class, we're going to repeat over again. And until I feel like you get it something, then we can move on. Because I'm not let this go if you don't get it. Because we're going to use perspective a lot in drawing. Okay, first, all the breaks, there is no one break. It looks like this. Okay, that means it's a straight front view. See, that's a line under here, right? So that's parallel with that. All the breaks are a little slanted in different way because how they turns, what the perspective. What you can tell is, look this one. Here, this one, here's this line here, right? Now you can see the top line, this one, that's perfect straight, right? And so if you compare with this, you will know that's a little bit slanted. That's how that's the degree of this slanting. That's how slanted this is if you compare with a straight line, right? Okay, so now you know the line slanted this way, right? Now we have to look at this line. So look at the side, look at this part, and look at this part. This slanted more than this one, right? This one actually is not perfect straight. If perfect straight would look like this. So it's slighted bending that this way. Slighted. Okay? Now, this 3 line is parallel. Okay? These 2 lines are not, because this is slanted more. And last week, there is a student draw the book. The line looks like this. And I'm like, what are you doing? The book can be like this, right? The book is straight, just like the building, right? You can't make the building look like this. The building going to fall. So the building is straight, and those parts are not. But this is straight. So yeah, so those are perfect straight. You can tell, right? Compare that. They cannot be like slanted anyway. Okay, after you figure out this, and look at this one is slanted this way. So you can see of all 3 of this you cannot see that side. This one you see the most of this side, right? This face, this plane. Then this line is slanted more because they're turning away more, right? So that's slanted more. Then see the next, this one. This one you can just see a tiny bit of that, okay? If it's like this, it'll be like that much, right? So then this turns less, because you turns more, you're going to see this side more, right? So this turns less, so this slanted less, right? This slanted more, obviously, right? Now, the third one, this kind of in between this and this, so it probably slanted this way. See, more than this, less than that. Okay, now after you finish those, and those are slanted, right? And as for the circles, if you have time, you can shade it. If you don't have time, you can leave it. But when you shade it, I don't want you shade like this. It's not a black dots in there. It's a hole in there. So when there's a hole in there, see, you can tell the lights is on the top. So I felt that lights is kind of a little bit from this way, because you can tell the right side, all the right side of it is a little bit lighter on the right side. On the right side is a little bit light than the left side. Then the bottom is a little bit lighter than the top, because it goes deeper and deeper, they get darker and darker, right? So the top will get some light on it. So when you shade it, make sure it's not a black, solid black. It's a shadow. Then this side has some light on here. You can tell, right? See? Lighter than that. Then the bottom is darker than the top. And of course, this blacking the light, so that's pretty dark. This doesn't get blacking, that's light. Same thing as this. The light get black, it's dark. Same thing as this. But if you can, not sure you can, but if you can tell that's the circle. You can tell this part is a little bit lighter. See, that's a little bit lighter. You can tell that, right? A little bit lighter than that, because the lights is from top, remember? So they'll get some lights on here, all right? So it's not a perfect dark spot too. It's not like this. I'll show you. If it's perfect light, it would be like this. That would be a circle. Okay, but since oops, gone. Okay, then what's happened? Okay, now that's the what are you going to do this week? Okay, so make sure you do it right. I don't know where it's gone. Oh, here it is. Okay, back. All right, have fun.